tomorrow when our guests will be Daryl Hammond, the wrestler formerly known as Sable, Rita Mero, Billy Bragg, and Ariana Huffington.
All right, let's go off of politics and the press and the hope of, okay. So, you know what, Joe, I read an interview with you many times, actually, and I know you have, how old is your boy now?
20 years old.
No, come on.
I swear to you.
Your
Remember
boy?
with that little bit, 20 years old, the pride and joy of my life, my son Joey. He's great.
But all through the years I've read that you said he was your best friend.
Without question.
Okay. I take an objection to that. Now, of course, it's not my child.
Yeah.
So, you know, my objection is limited. But, I mean, the idea of someone being their best friend to their child, I question, because can you be a good parent and also be a best friend at the same time?
You really can, and it's the joy, it's the absolute joy to have your child as your best friend. If you hear a parent say, my child is...
For you, what about for him?
No, well, if you hear a parent say... No. It's like he says, he'll tell you the same thing.
I'm sure he would. It would be great if my dad was my best friend.
If you hear a parent say, my child is my best friend and lover, then I have a problem with that.
You know, that would be. Maybe because we're both, maybe because you and I are childless and have somewhat of a reputation of being kid haters. But I agree with you this time as well. I think parents should be parents, not buddies. I think that's part of the problem. My father, who I thought was a real good father, actually was a pretty lousy friend. I didn't want him hanging around with me.
Right.
Especially on weekends, especially on long weekends. He would take me to ball games. He would read a book. If I had to pick him as a friend, I wouldn't have picked him. I would have fired him, but he was a great father. And I found that as life goes on, I want parents to be parents and kids to be kids.
You gotta be friends. Nowadays, I'm telling you, it doesn't happen enough. What happens with fathers and sons, I see such competition between fathers and sons, and they really, there's like a kind of a derogatory kind of relationship. My son, I want to tell you, well, we went through tough times.
But that's natural, Joe.
No, but I'm telling you, it doesn't have to be. And although your point is well taken, because Joey and I went through a tough time with the divorce custody thing, didn't have a lot of time together. So when we got together, man, we went for it, you know? And I use him for advice. He is a guy that we hang with.
See, that is the wrongest thing.
No, you
use him for advice.
I have to tell you, when I was a kid in Jersey, and I was growing up, what I wanted to do was have
blame Jersey.
I wanted to have a son. But
I'm from New Jersey as well.
I know.
Was your father your friend?
Yeah. My father was my friend, but not like I am with my son Joey.
It probably depends on the relationship.
He really does. We go on the road together. I cannot tell you the joy, and I know parents.
You double date?
In a complicated
we would double date everything.
In a complicated society like this, you better be your kid's friend. You better be your kid's AIDS counselor. You better be your friend's alcohol advisor. You better be your kid's lung cancer advisor.
Are your kids in trouble, I'm guessing?
No, you guys don't know. You guys, I have to tell you, Bill, and you guys, Jerry, you don't know.
Most kids get addicted to nicotine before the age of 20. Sorry.
Most kids.
Touch you, Joe.
Where does it
do
say
not
that
get
you can touch
addicted?
me in this television program? I would like to. You can touch me.
Most kids don't get addicted to nicotine before the age of 20.
Well, that's the normal age of addiction is during that window of opportunity. Not most kids. I'm not saying most children get addicted.
You did just say most kids.
I'm saying not,
said exactly
not most is in a large group, but most people get addicted before the age of 20.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
If you're going to get addicted, you get addicted young.
Very young.
Right.
I agree with you, too. I think that it is the role of the parent to be the nurturer, the caretaker, the protector, and to parent. And in those special situations, and I believe that it can happen, that
parents don't have time to spend time with their kids.
She wasn't
So they want to be their best friend.
It's not like she was in the middle of a sentence.
You don't. It's hard to say unless you have children. I can't tell you the joy. I just had a little baby girl.
I know, but it's not about joy, Joe.
Isn't it sometimes also about... Bill? I have a picture of my beautiful baby. Make you sick, Bill Maher. Come on. You're going to throw up, ladies and gentlemen, right now.
Now that's
she?
Yeah.
Isn't she gorgeous? It is such, and I didn't realize what a kick it is when you see that life, that gift of God right before you, and then you can hang with these people later.
Y'all are so worried about Columbine and the cause
with
of
the intention of your son or your daughter being your best friend. Was that the intention in the beginning?
Everybody gets upset about Columbine, but
touching
being kids' best friends, 11 teenagers a day die from alcohol.
You know what? You're itching for a pillow fight. I can see it.